everybody, and welcome back to Lindsay's Little Library. So I'm here today to talk about some of the books I'm most excited for that are coming out in August. Before I get into that, I'm going to apologize. You're most likely gonna maybe hear an airplane or two. There's a huge air show that's happening in my city right now, like massive, and there are airplanes flying all over the place, and the airport is not far from my house. They go over my house all day. So you may hear one in the background. If you do, ignore. If you don't, well, we got lucky. So okay, books coming out in August. I have a small handful. I don't have a ton. I need to rein it in because I'm getting too excited about books and I'm adding too many to my shelves. But there's some really fun ones coming out. So August 2nd seems to be a pretty decent day that we have some good releases. The first one I want to talk about is by Bella Mackey, and it is called How to Kill Your Family. Interesting title. So it says this is a darkly humorous debut novel that follows a cunning anti-hero as she gets her revenge. So when Grace learns that her absentee millionaire, richer than rich father has refused to help her mom, it rejected her mother's dying pleas for help, she vows revenge. And she is determined to get back at her father by slowly killing off everybody in her family. It's interesting. But I'm drawn in by the humorous part. So we're gonna have some funny in here. I'm not sure. Let's see. It's first person narrator who talks of self-care in quotes and social media while calmly walking the reader through her increasingly baroque acts of murder. But then Grace is imprisoned for a murder she didn't commit. Huh. All right. So interested in that one for sure. The next one I'm excited about is The Codebreaker Secret by Sarah Ackerman. We have dual timelines, so we have 1943 and 1965. And so this is really following the Pacific side of World War II. We have Isabel Cooper and her Codebreaker colleagues huddle in the dungeon in Pearl Harbor, deciphering secrets plucked from the airwaves in a race to bring down the enemy. She only has one wish, is to avenge her brother's death, but soon finds life has other plans when she meets his best friend, a hotshot pilot with secrets of his own. So then we go 1965. We have a journalist comes to Hawaii to cover the grand opening of a hotel. It's Rockefeller's newest and grandest project. With a high-profile guest goes missing, Lou is the journalist, forms an unlikely alliance with an intimidating veteran photographer to unravel this mystery. The two make a shocking discovery that stirs up memories and uncovers an explosive secret from the war days, a secret that only a codebreaker can crack. I'm loving this different take on some historical fiction. I think it's gonna be fantastic. So next one, August 2nd, it also comes out on, is Such a Good Mother by Helen Monks Takar. Some people will do anything for their children is kind of the tagline. So this is about Rose O'Connell barely surviving. Her marriage sounds like it's not so great. Her son is not fitting in at the new school. Kind of know what that's like. And their tiny apartment is rapidly gentrifying neighborhood, can barely contain their family. So not a great situation. As she struggles to make ends meet on her junior bank teller wages, ooh, that's not a lot of money. Rose finds that life is as the only mom in a uniform and name tag at the shiny school gates is not easy. So there's an elite and secretive circle. It's a tight-knit group of wealthy mothers led by the charismatic, glamorous Amala Carr, who rule the school. When the mysterious death of one of the circle's members creates a vacancy, Rose dares to hope she can fill in and transform her life. She does get invited inside into this clique, and let's see, it provokes resentment among the other members of the circle. She obviously does not belong, especially with Rose's fortunes, self-esteem, and status start to soar. But Rose soon realizes the true price of being in the inside. Far from being a dream come true, the circle provides to be her worst nightmare. Unlike the woman she replaced, can Rose escape with her life? Sounds interesting. I told you there'd be planes. Okay, next one comes out August 16th. This is Runtime by Catherine Ryan Howard. which I have yet to read a book by her, but yeah, I need to change that. So we have, it says movie making can be murder. The project is Final Draft, a psychological horror being filmed at a house deep in the forest, miles from anywhere in the wilds of West Cork. All right, isolated thriller, I'm here for it. The lead is a former soap star, Adele, has stepped in to replace the original actress at the very last minute. She can't help but hope that this opportunity will be her big break, of course. And she knows she was lucky to get it after what happened the last time she was on set. The problem is something's not quite right about the final draft. When the strange going-ons in the script start to happen on set as well, Adele begins to fear that the real horror lies off the page. I'm here for it. So that one for sure. All right, the last two I want to talk about come out on August 23rd. We have Small Town Big Magic by Hazel Beck. This sounds super, super cute. So we have, it's a witchy rom-com. A bookstore owner who is fighting to revitalize a small Midwestern town clashes with her rival, the mayor, and uncovers not only a clandestine group that wields a dark magic to control the idyllic river hamlet, but hidden powers she never knew she possessed. But witches aren't real, right? No one has civic pride quite like Emerson as a local indie bookstore owner, a youngest ever Chamber of Commerce president. She'd do anything for her hometown. She preps Main Street for its annual festival. She notices strange things happening, and it creates a showdown with her lifelong arch rival, Mayor Skip Simon. Seems to have sent a paranormal creature after her. She doesn't really quite believe it. She feels like she's got some sort of special power. It just sounds cute and fun. I'm in for it. And then the last one I want to talk about probably is somewhat known, also comes out at the end of August, Girl Forgotten by Karen Slaughter. This one is the, I don't know if it's sequel or companion novel to Pieces of Her that she wrote, which I have yet to read. So I don't know if I want to know much about it. It just says small town hides big secrets. Who killed Emily Vaughn? Karen Slaughter is, she takes thrillers to a next level. There are scenes in the books I've read by her that I still can clearly picture in my head. So I'm beyond excited for her. I don't know what it's about, but I'm gonna get it because she's my jam. So that is my small little list of books coming out in August. Again, I was trying not to get too far down the rabbit hole because there's been some really great books coming out lately. So let me know if you have any that you have your eyes on that are coming out in August that I need to check out. Otherwise, like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.